Hi, this is Jess from the Backstage Access, here with Sheridan.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, here at Amsterdam Dance Event 2018, what's going on for you?
Lots of stuff. Been to the studio a bit while I've been here. Went to some things with Armada, with Ava people as well. Also played a back-to-back with Sam Laxton at Entrance We Trust.
Yes.
Yeah, it was first time we have played back-to-back, and it went over amazing. So maybe more of that in the future, but lots of cool things.
Okay, cool. And what does Ava Recording means to you?
Well, for me, it means a lot. It's my home label where I first started releasing music. It's where I've grown, and my fans know me as a part of Ava Recording. So I think of Ava and Sheridan, they're synopsis together, and it means a lot to me to have a home of not only welcoming people to work with, but a great label to release on that's really growing very fast.
Yeah, so it's so nice to see the evolution of a record label.
Oh, yes, yeah. It's especially this year. I think it's been one of the best years for Ava, and in the future it looks very bright, I would have said.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me about the start of your career?
So I started making music when my first year at university, which was approximately about 8 years ago. I was introduced to electronic music, and I fell in love with it and wanted to become a part of the scene, and started making my own impact on it. So I started producing from there and DJing as well from there. Initially, I was a bigger DJ locally than I was a producer. It takes a while to learn how to produce and whatnot. So DJing, I made a big impact in my home city in Ottawa initially, and then as time grew on, I grew as a producer and started making more impact internationally.
Are you working on something special right now?
Lots of things. This will be by far my biggest year in 2019. I've got about 5, I'd say, maybe 6 vocal tracks done. A couple of, written really special vocal tracks, and I've got 2 or 3 instrumentals, some collaborations with some very popular DJs. I can't say who yet, but there's some very exciting things coming up, so definitely keep an eye out for that.
Of course.
Or ears out, I guess.
And any special collaboration you would like to achieve?
So like a dream collaboration? I would love to collab with Gareth Emery.
Okay.
I think that would be a very cool track. So in the future, maybe you never know.
Never say never. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
And could you tell us something about the production flow when you're in the studio? How does it work when you are creating a new track?
So it really depends on the track. A lot of the times I think it's simplest just to start with drums to get a groove going, maybe a little bit of intro or bass line. But sometimes you also start with melody. It just kind of depends on the mood. One thing's consistent with me is when I'm making vocal tracks is that I start out with the drums and go out until the breakdown and do a little bit of just pads and whatnot, just something simple and plain for the vocalist. Then I'll send it to her, she'll record, and then bounce it back and I'll finish the track. So not too much work goes into those initially until I get the vocal back, because that's the biggest part of the track. But yeah, it just really depends on mood though, because you can start really anywhere. You can start with a great melody, you can start with a great groove, all works.
Any special equipment you're using, or?
It's all on my laptop, so I use FL Studio as my DAW, and from there just, basic plugins, VSTs and everything. Nothing, no hardware here on my end.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we'll make sure to keep an eye on your next release.
Yeah.
And thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me, appreciate it.
And see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.